Hi friends, I'm Vishwanath. I'm the founder and president of Indian Center in Netherlands, ICIN. So, as you all know, last time we released some few videos about the education, housing and other more related videos. So sorry I was not in touch or uploaded some videos in the last few months because there was some incident at home and I was busy with that and I was away. So now today I'm coming back. So now today in the subject what I'm covering is the insurance, which is a very important one, and many new people are coming. They have a lot of questions related to insurance, which is mandatory, which is not mandatory, which is good and which is bad, and what are that covers and how does it works, and many more. So this is a very wide subject, so I'm not going to cover all the insurance thing, but only the main insurance topic I'm going to cover in this video. So let's start. So today the first insurance what I'm going to discuss is about the health insurance. Okay, this health insurance is mandatory in this country from the date of arrival. So there are many insurance companies who providing the health insurance. So you can choose by comparing yourself through a Google or any other compare site. So there are many other choices are there. So you can always select. So now coming to the health insurance, there is something called deductible. So many people have a question, what is this deductible and how does this work? And let me tell you, the insurance works with the period is from January to December every year. So during this period, whatever the health related bills comes, whether from your GP, general practitioner, or from the hospitalized or anything, touch wood, nobody gets sick or doesn't get admitted to the hospital. But in case if something happens, so what happens is the first deductible amount what you have selected for your insurance, maybe 385, 400, 500, 700, whatever, based on that your insurance amount is also calculated. So this deductible amount is paid by you for your first that particular amount. So until that amount reaches, so you will be paying that amount. Like in an example, if you take 385, so the bill up to 385 of your medical bills has to be paid by you. After that, whatever the amount comes, that's covered under the insurance. This is what it is deductible. And this insurance, the basic insurance, doesn't cover any of the additional medical related treatments like dental or physiotherapy and other extra things. So you can just check in your medical insurance company, they given the details. So in this you have to top up for the dental or physiotherapy. I would recommend to take it a dental because the dental is very expensive here. So always good to have with the additional of some 10-20 euros I think, but I do not know exactly because it changes from each company to company. So you can choose that one. And okay, so here is very important. Is this basic insurance covered when you move out of the Netherlands? And let me tell you, it doesn't cover when you go on an international tour. Okay, so there is an additional package which you need to collect. So I was having one of the company insurance with me where they do not have international coverage. So there is something called plus. Okay, so when I pick that package, then only the international, like in an example, when we go to India and we get sick and hospitalized, whatever happens, that bill has to be get reimbursed. Then you need to have that additional packages. So check with your insurance company. There is a separate one which you need to pick it up. So this is what is the health insurance covered. So the dental, everything you need to pick it up the package. So next we come with the liability insurance. What is this liability? Many people have the liability insurance, but they do not really know what is it about, or the new people, they really do not know. Liability insurance is something which somebody file a claim on you. In an example, maybe you going and somewhere and suddenly something happens and because of you, maybe your kid throw the stone on some car and that is get damaged. This particular one gets covered with the liability insurance. So default, many banks, they say that you have to take the liability insurance and then the liability insurance starts. So it's a very minimal amount, but it's always good because you never know what happens the incident. So somebody claims on you, you can always go with the liability insurance. So next comes as a legal insurance. What is this legal insurance? So legal insurance is for advocates in case if you are finding any legal issues and you need a help. Here the advocates are very high priced. It's on an hourly basis, so it's very difficult. So always good to have a legal insurance, but depend on your situation. It's always a choice whether you want to take it or not. Under this legal insurance, there are multiple packages. Please check on that when you want to buy. One, it would be related to job, another one would be related to the government related issues, or maybe the claims and other things, or maybe something else. So other than that, there are like damages and other things. So there are different legal insurances. So you always good to take an advice from the legal advisor, insurance advisor, I would say. Take it up and you can choose it if it is required. And when it comes to legal insurance, the job related legal insurance, I will tell you, the many people who are working on a local contract, until you see that there is no problem with your job, it is not required, but you never know what happens. But so it's always think about it. And the people who are on a deputation, let me tell you, your legal insurance doesn't cover for your when you are on a deputation, because you are on a dual payroll from India as well as here. So the legal insurance doesn't cover. Be careful when you pick it up the packages. So you have to be little bit careful on it. Until you are coming into the local payroll, your insurance it doesn't cover, in the sense it's no use, because they cannot fight for you because you are in a dual payroll. So all your rights goes back to India, so they cannot fight. This is on a personal experience I'm telling you. So legal insurance doesn't cover for the deputation people. So it's no point taking a legal insurance if you are on a deputation where you are having a dual payroll. Okay, so this is about the legal insurance. Next, we are coming to one more insurance which many people might not know. It's UWV insurance. In this, this is our social security also, some people they say, but UWV insurance, most of the people default they get insured by the company itself when you are on a local contract. But when you are on a deputation, let me tell you, there is something COC which you file. So or you apply for a COC. That's first 5 years. Okay, so you no need to pay the social security. So what that means, the pensions, PF, all that related one. So the first 5 years no need to pay. After that, when the person is getting extended above 5 years, this has to pay. So what is this UWV insurance covers? UWV insurance is something when you fall sick during your employment and you cannot work, your salary will be paid through this insurance. And when you are on a deputation, as the insurance is not being paid, so you will not be covered under this insurance. If you want, you can privately also, you can insure yourself personally. So self declaration or self insured is there. So other than that, if you lose your job, okay, so during the deputation period, so you will not be able to claim for the unemployment benefit. Even if you want personally, you can apply for that one, but it might not work out much because you have some 3 months cooling period to find a job, or you have to go back. So you can think about it. But yeah, this is something when you are not well sick or something happens. So many companies, I think they do not cover with your periods, number of periods. If it is a long term, it doesn't cover, I think, but you can always check on that. This is something very important, so you can always look at it. And you can also take a self-insured also through UWV website. So the next is the travel insurance. So what is this travel insurance? When you travel for your vacation or on a business travel, so your normal insurance doesn't cover on some of the subjects, like when you're traveling, the flight cancelled, or your baggage is missing, or you get sick during your travel period. Okay, so this is all covered under the travel insurance. With the minimal amount, you can take a travel insurance from your health insurance company itself if they have. If not, you can choose some other company for reasonable price, so you can have a travel insurance. And coming to this travel insurance, I want to cover one more travel insurance for your parents, because as far I know, there are different travel insurance in India where when your parents are traveling here, you take it for the visa purpose. So there are some which non-claimable and which is claimable. So many people chooses non-claimable because the cost is very less, but I would not recommend, because the scenario would turn in around, because I've seen some incidents where when the parents comes here, they get sick and a lot of things happens, the insured doesn't cover. So I would suggest, when you take a travel insurance for your parents when you are inviting them here, please look for better insured if they are aged. That's the one which I can tell you, but it's always your choice. Okay, so we covered the important things, and next is I think the term insurance or a house insured. So what is this term insured? Many people, they buy a property and they forget to take a term insurance. So what is this term insurance? Touch wood, God grace, no one gets anything happens, but if something goes wrong, the loan amount turns into a different way when something goes wrong, the person died or anything. So this term insurance secured your family. So please think about it, very minimal when you buy a house or anything. So it's always good to have a term insurance. Other than this, we have a life insurance and many other things. Also, some expats who are now in this country, they're having a dog. So there is something called pet insurance. So there are always a question, what is this pet insurance? Is it worthwhile to take it? When I check with many localites, they say it's not worth. Some people, they say it's worth. It's please look into it, what exactly your insurance covers, and whether do you spend that much of amount during that period, and is it really worth? Think about it and buy it. As I a dog owner, I also have a small breed, but I did not take it as an insurance because I felt it is not worth, because the spent on the doctors for them, it's always not that up to the mark as the insurance what we pay in a month. So this is something which you need to look at it. So always better to choose wisely. Okay, so the next insurance would be motor insurance. So that is in case if you have a two-wheeler, which is a blue board or a yellow board, bike, scooters, what we call it here. So that is also as an insurance, which is you can take it from different insurance companies and select as per your whatever the packages is designed. So it's based on your model of the vehicle and year of the construction, and many things comes, and the luxury and other things. So you can choose the insurance from them. So with the roadside assistance, without roadside assistance. So there are many things when you select the motor insurance. So there are only basic, so some are additional things also added. So select what would be suitable for you according to your vehicle. So you can choose the insurance packages for the motor. So next is about the some of the people here, they are now they are becoming entrepreneurs, so they are starting a business. There are business insurance. So I would suggest the people who are doing business, please look into this different type of insurance which is covered for your business. So there are many things when it comes, whether you own a shop or when you own a restaurant or you do a home business, whatever. So there are different type of insurance in the business. So please look at it and always try to get insured with your business as well. So these are the very important insurance which I wanted to cover in this video. And out of this insurance topic, guys, I want to share with you one important topic. So the people, those who are not migrated as a Dutch citizen till now, so it's a good, or maybe even for the people who have converted or naturalized to the Dutch citizen. So it's for everyone actually, I would say. So there is something called will. Many people, we do not do it at this age, or when we are in a middle age or young age. We usually do not think about doing a will because we think we are strong enough and other things. But I would suggest please look into it. Whether you do the will here or in India, it doesn't matter, the will is applicable. And why is this will is required? On my personal ground, because I lost my wife recently, and there were a lot of things connected to her, and I could not able to claim on that because there was no will. And so there is something called inheritance certificate. It's a big thing, but I do not want to cover that one here. So but will is something which is very important, because you buy a property here, you do a lot of things, investment, you might have do some investment, or you might have a business, so anything it can be. So always better to have a will. This is something which additionally I'm telling you with my own personal experience, which I faced it in the last few months. So I would suggest you try to get your will done, either in India or here with the notary. So it's always safe and secured. It's spent some amount, but it's always safe. We are securing our family, so in a way. So this is something which I wanted to cover with this. So yeah, I've covered many of the insurance which is very important for us when we live in Netherlands. But in case if you Google it, if you want to know more insurance, you can always reach me out. And if you like my videos of the information which I'm sharing, please do like and share and subscribe the channel. And we would come up with more subjects soon with the videos. And my next video would be more about the Indian groceries, why there is a inflation is going on very high compared to our normal groceries or local groceries products. So and why is the many products are missing. I am a owner of a grocery shop as well, so based on that I'm going to come out with many more information on the groceries in the next video. Till there, see you guys, take care, and please look onto your insurance and be safe, get yourself secured. Thank you, bye.